Kat, I so wish you could have. I wish you could have been here. I hope you get a sense of what you created for us. When you sent that email that we got this grant, not only could I bring my students here, but for the eclipse, like, I'll never forget that moment. I think I emailed you back just like my version of an email scream. And it's like dawning on me, like, you did this and you're not here to see the fruits of your hard work, and I'm so grateful to you. I hope you get a sense of what you created for me and my students through our videos and pictures, and I'll be forever grateful. So keep fighting the good fight, and good luck on your next adventure. And there's 20 people in Knoxville that owe you a lot of gratitude, and we'll pay it forward. So thank you, Kat. So I feel like it was a couple of years ago, maybe, well, I guess it would be 1 year ago. I've always had a dream of bringing students from Fulton High School overnight to Tremont. I take them on day trips with the Parks' Classroom program, but it goes by too fast. I've wanted an overnight experience with these kids that would never get that otherwise. And I've started volunteering with our local Sierra Club, and they had a presentation from the AmeriCorps Vista group. Well, it was Tremont staff coming to speak to our Sierra Club chapter, and so of course I went, and I was like, I'm gonna make some connections. I've got to figure out how to get my kids to Tremont. And so I met Kat and the other Vista crew who had just started the program at that point, and it was just like this energetic, passionate group of young women that were eager to talk to me and find out what I needed, what would it take to get me and my students here to Tremont. And I remember going back and forth with them, and it wasn't lack of desire. So the funding was the challenge, and they really heard me, and they were talking about their goals to write grants and get funding to bring urban high schoolers to Tremont. And I remember just starting the email chain, and we stayed in touch after that. And I remember she was really excited to let me know that they had some kind of discount, and it was a much reduced rate, and hopefully we could make that happen. But you know, teaching in a Title I school, I mean, teaching anywhere is exhausting. You just pour so much of your heart into it. And then teaching in a Title I school where 80% of my kids, I don't know that they're getting their basic needs met. So there's a lot of challenge, and it's exhausting. And I want these experiences for my students, but the idea of fundraising and writing grants on my own is just daunting, because teachers are humans, and we have to have a personal life. We have to have balance to keep going. So I just could never see, like, how would I figure that element out? And we were communicating back and forth. They were trying to come up with ways to make it more affordable. And then fast forward months later, I got an email from Kat that they got funding through a combination of grants that the Vista group applied for to bring 20 high schoolers, I think it was 15 at the time, 15 high schoolers on a 3 to 4 night trip to Tremont, exploring the park, developing their communication and leadership skills, leading up to being the docents in Cades Cove for the solar eclipse. And it was like more than my dream come true. So I was really thankful to have those connections. And what it did for me now, I've had this experience, and I know how important it is for my students. And so I'm gonna come back in about a month for the Teacher Escape weekend, and I'm gonna figure out the funding piece. There's got to be a way. It's worth it. I knew it was worth it, but now I know, and now I've got a group of young people that know and can bring that energy, that vibe back to Knoxville and Fulton High School, and like I've just got to keep the momentum going. And I don't have a CAT and a Vista team in my life to write grants for me, but there's got to be a way. I'm in. I drank the Kool-Aid. I'll figure out funding. Like there has to be a way, and that's what I've got to do. So many teachers go into what we're doing we love our subject, but we do it for the connections with the young people in our room, and the experience at Tremont and an overnight trip with your young people. You connect in a way that you just never can in a classroom, and they connect with each other and they connect with the world. So it's worth it, and that's my next chapter. So it's worth it. I don't know what else to say. Sorry. I don't even remember what the question was.